about myself before we get started. I'm married. I got married old school to a woman. And my wife and I have 3 kids, one of each. Our youngest is a 9-month-old girl. She was born during the Super Bowl, so needless to say, I couldn't watch it. Fortunately, my wife did fine without me. This kid, 9 months old, has not slept once in her entire life. Isn't it amazing how you can love a kid before she's even born, but not afterwards? Now, my wife is from Germany. Now, we were told that if my wife only speaks German to the kids, and I only speak to them in English, they'll eventually learn both languages fluently, which is the way it's worked for the oldest. But for the boy, who's now 5 years old, he speaks only Dutch. Dutch is a loopy sounding language, isn't it? You've probably heard it. Some passengers understand, officers on board. I like to think of Dutch as German on Heineken. Actually, he speaks German and English very well. He tends to get the two confused. He'll say things like airplane haben or lass uns outside laufen. It's cute because he's 5, but my concern is he'll get to college and say things like, come on boys, let's go get Hammerschluben. I've tried to learn German, very difficult language. Great language to cut somebody down to size, though. If you've ever been reprimanded in English, have it translated into German and you'll realize how easy you got off. Let's face it, in German, even I love you sounds like we have ways of making you talk. Having bilingual kids has taught me how difficult English can be to learn. Here's a conversation I have every single day with my son. He'll say, Dad, look what I did do. And I'll say, now Lucas, in English, it's just look what I did. And he'll dutifully reply, look what I did. And I'll say, very good. Now what did you do? Needless to say, as a comedian married to a German, I sometimes have to go outside the marriage for laughs. Let's face it, trying to make a German laugh is like looking for Dick Cheney at Burning Man, for crying out loud.